dear students. This week, like I said, I'm working from home, so excuse the little background noise if there is any. Today, we'll be talking about the types of sentences. We talked about the coordinating conjunctions because the coordinating conjunctions help us formulate a particular type of sentence that we're going to look at today. Now, let's start off by identifying the four types of sentences. The four types of sentences are simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. We're going to start off very easy. We're going to look at simple sentences first. A simple sentence is a sentence that contains one clause, so one idea. A clause has a subject, a verb, and one thought. So this is a very easy type of sentence to identify. Here are a few examples. The ice melts quickly. If you notice here, there is a subject, the ice, there is a verb, melts, and there is a complete thought completed by the word quickly, which is the object. Here is another example. The ice on the river melts under the warm March sun. Similarly, if you notice, there is a subject, ice, there is a verb, melts, and there is one complete thought. That is what a simple sentence is. It doesn't matter how long the sentence is, as long as it has subject, verb, and one idea. One subject, one verb, one idea. Now, there are some simple sentences that have compound subjects. So sometimes there are sentences that say, that also have compound predicates. So here's an example of a simple sentence that has a compound subject. Mary and Luke decided to work all night. If you notice, Mary and Luke are compound subject. However, they share one verb, right? Decided. There are some simple sentences that, like I said, have a compound predicate, but they're still simple sentences because they share one subject. Mary, here's an example. Mary decided to work and play at the same time. Work and play are two predicates, but they're sharing one subject. This is still a simple sentence. Now, let's take a look at the second type of sentence for today, which is called a compound sentence. A compound sentence is a sentence that is made of two independent clauses. That means two simple sentences. They're being put together by what we call a coordinating conjunction. Remember the coordinating conjunctions? The fanboy, for, or, nor, but, so, yet. Well, this type of sentence uses it to join two simple sentences. Notice that this is very different from a simple sentence with a compound predicate or a compound subject, because in this case, in a compound sentence, there's two separate sentences that are being put together. Here's an example. I tried to speak in Spanish, and my friend tried to speak English. If you notice here, I tried to speak Spanish is one sentence. My friend tried to speak English is another sentence, and they're being put together to form one sentence called a compound sentence. Here is another example. He handed in his homework, but he forgot to give the teacher the last page. He handed in his homework is an independent clause. It can stand alone, right? It's a sentence. It's a simple sentence. And the other part, he forgot to give the teacher the last page, is another sentence. These two sentences are being put together by a coordinating conjunction. Notice that in this case, you put a comma, not just a coordinating conjunction. You put a comma and then the coordinating conjunction when you use a compound sentence. So let's take a look at one more example, one for simple, one for compound. Here's a simple sentence. My friend invited me to a party. Independent clause, right? Stands alone. Here's another example of a simple sentence. I do not want to go. That's another simple sentence, right? It can stand alone, has a subject, has a verb, a complete thought. Now, what if I decide I really don't want to write a simple sentence? I want these two to be together. Then that is what we call a compound sentence. Here's how we put it together. My friend invited me to a party, comma, remember the comma, but I do not want to go. So that's it for today. Simple and compound sentences. Simple, one idea. Subject, verb, one idea. Compound, two sentences being joined together by a comma and one of the coordinating conjunctions, for, or, nor, but, so, yet. Have a blessed day, guys. Do your work and ask a question if you still don't understand. Bye.